Hello, everyone. I am the All Seeing I'm with a collective message. What's coming in May? What do we have to look forward to? Literally right around the corner. Literally. Let's see here. What do we have to look forward to in May collectively? Keep in mind, this is a general message. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Celebration. Okay. So some of you are going to be celebrating amongst friends, some kind of win, some kind of accomplishment. You're surrounding yourself with people who celebrate, not tolerate you. They're people who are genuinely happy about the successes, your successes. They're not jealous. They're not intimidated by the fact that you're winning, and you don't feel that way either. There's just a lot of genuine support here amongst friends, amongst people who share something very share common values, common goals. So yeah, you're celebrating some kind of accomplishment coming in, perhaps with the Nine of Swords here. You've been extremely worried and anxious about something. There is a specific thing that is on your mind right now that you may not be able to stop thinking about. Maybe causing you some unrest, disrupting your sleep perhaps, or making it hard for you to fall asleep at night if you're doing most of your thinking. When you lay your head down, when the world is quiet, essentially, there may be something that's really plaguing you at this time. It could be in relation to your independence and you reaching a certain pinnacle or plateau. You may see yourself as a very independent being. And if you're not in that position right now, this is what you're working towards. You're working towards being self-sufficient and really having the stability and security that will make and keep you comfortable in life and support the lifestyle that you want to have. I don't think it's beyond your rights or beyond your means. The Fool is coming out, so there's some kind of chance that you're taking some type of risk that you're going to make here with the Fool. Right now may be a good time for you to declutter in your home. Do some kind of reset. Get rid of things that no longer align with you, that no longer resonate with your soul. Maybe things that people who are no longer in your life have given you. Get rid of that stuff. Pack light. You don't need a lot where you're headed. And when it comes to material possessions, there's something here about minimalism with the Fool. No risk, no reward, taking some kind of leap of faith and not being afraid to, there's a fearlessness about the Fool. He's not afraid to take a chance. The Hierophant is here. Perhaps there's a relationship that's elevating to a new level of seriousness, where commitment is favored and a traditional kind of relationship is established with another person. This could be a very spiritual connection that you're experiencing, and it could be what you're celebrating. Perhaps it's a union of some sort. The coming together of two souls that share the same values. They share the same desires and Wow, the Ace of Pentacles. Some kind of offer coming in. I mean, I don't know what it is that's keeping you up at night that you're really worried about. But some kind of wealth is on the way. Some kind of offer. It could be from a person that's giving you a certain opportunity. You know, coming out after the Hierophant, you know, it could be an offer of, it could be a proposal. Perhaps, like I said, someone wants to take things to the next level with you. And here you are favoring your independence and, you know, focusing on you and thinking about, oh, how am I going to, you know, elevate myself? How am I going to get to where I'm going? And then, boom, you know, you cross paths with someone, or someone you're connecting with already voices their interest in you and their seriousness toward making a relationship concrete, I'm hearing. The Knight of Wands, someone coming towards you with a lot of passion and fiery energy. Perhaps that's something that you ignite within them, some kind of fire inside of them that makes them go forward, makes them want to go forward eagerly and passionately towards what it is that they want, that including you. So you may be inspiring them to come forward, you know, just by you being in your own bubble, you know, your own world, like doing your own thing. I feel like this inspires someone to come forward and move towards you. The Page of Wands is here, and the 10 of Pentacles as well. So with the Page of Wands, I mean, this could be a fire sign that's coming towards you. That's 2 court cards, both fire. Excuse me. Confirmation. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Could be a younger person. They could be younger than you, or there's something about the dynamic where one person is younger than the other. But there's an adventurous kind of spirit here with this person. They seem to be the type, like maybe they may be more impulsive sometimes or spontaneous. They may be the type that just kind of contacts you on a whim or approaches you on a whim. They just follow, you know, their gut, follow their instinct. They're going to do what they're led to. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles. So, you know, you could be bringing your wealth together with someone else. You know, this person coming in with the same kind of financial security and stability that you've established on your own. So you guys are both bringing your equal share of fruit, you know, to the table. You both have something to offer. It's not just one or the other, you know, but that's not necessarily important in the connection, where it's like there's, you know, there's balance in the dynamic, but there's something here about this man being a provider too, you know, because if it's a situation where there's a child involved, you know, and you guys end up having a child, you know, and one parent or the other takes care, you know, decides to take care of this child until, you know, up to a certain point, be a stay-at-home parent, for example, like, there's equality in the connection where it's like, you know, you guys both bring your share of wealth to the table, and it's not just material wealth. The connection's very solid. Whatever connection is coming in for you is a very solid connection that's going to elevate to another level of commitment. It's not going to stay in a stage of stagnancy. It's just going to be a ever-growing thing. Justice. So I feel like, justice is being, is being, you're being given justice. Your things are becoming fair. Perhaps if you've been in a connection where you feel like, you've been overgiving or overdoing it, there's balance coming. There's some kind that the scales are balancing out, and there's truth. There's a commitment to truth here. There's value found in truth here. Honesty, and that just brings even more connectivity between the two. And you could be in your head about not having clarity on something. Let's see what else comes out. And if that's what you're, stressing out about behind the scenes, is valid, if you don't have answers. But you'll get those answers. You'll find those answers. You'll be given certain information. The Page of Pentacles is here. So, someone may be, it's like they have all this passion and fire inside for you in the connection. And for life, this verb for life. And it's like, but they're still coming in, like they're eager to come towards you, maybe in their mind, but they may be slow in action. So with the Page of Pentacles, it's like they may be in the beginning stages of planning how to make this move towards you and how to give this offer, because we already saw the Ace of Pentacles. So again, some kind of offer coming in, Let's see what else comes out. Seven of Cups. So I feel like with the Seven of Cups, it's like, there's a lot to think about. There's a lot to consider here. It's like you may want to take some type of risk, some type of chance that may or may not involve anyone else. This is just like you wanting to take a leap of faith on something, perhaps pursue a certain opportunity. And then you're presented with this offer from someone that comes into your life. Now, you have all these different things on your mind. Like, what am I going to choose? What do I focus on first? Because I'm thinking about my money. I'm thinking about my success in life. I'm thinking about, all these different areas of life and elements of life that, are impacting and affecting me, that are important. So what do you choose? When you're presented with this offer, I guess that's the question. Like, how do you decide? What do you decide? The World's card and the Two of Pentacles. So the World's, there's some kind of ending coming. And it's not necessarily, it doesn't feel like a bad ending or something that's like, it could be, the end of you being single. The end of hardships. The end, the start of, and a new beginning coming from that. You've been juggling a lot and you've been doing it without complaint. That's the difference. It's like you can have all these things to do, but be happy that you have something to do. You're kept busy. You are busy, but there's things you got to juggle and balance in life. And I think you do a really great job of that, so whatever is coming in for you is much deserved. And I feel like you'll know exactly what to do with that offer when it's presented to you. The Two of Wands is here as well. So it's like, you could be making all these plans for yourself, in your life and how you want to go forward, what you want to do, what your aspirations, dreams, and wishes are. You're thinking more about yourself than anyone else, and you should stay in that energy. Stay focused on you and prioritize yourself, because that is important. You know, you're going to attract the right people, the right circumstances, the right situations. And now you got the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, someone's on the way with the offer. They gearing up. You had the Page at first, they're thinking about it. Now they got all this passion inside for you. They're ready to come forward and say something and give you a solid offer. They really feel something. I get you make them feel alive. And they may be very reserved in their approach and their like laid back. They may have a very laid back personality. Yeah, something's definitely coming that's going to be a cause for celebration. Whatever you're worried about now, I would just, like, not to say don't worry at all, but you're going to be fine. Like, you'll be taken care of. You'll be taking care of yourself. And then when you get into and interested, involved in this particular connection, you'll be taken care of there as well. So that's all I have for now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll post another video soon, and take care until the next one. Peace, guys.